the other person wrong.
I wasn't recording that. Darn it.
It's okay. I'm just going to say it. So tyranny 101, right? You pit the other person against each other. This is not about the vaccine or not the vaccine. It's about our sovereignty. It's about empowering other people and ourselves to be able to choose what our sovereignty is to us. And so we need to stop pitting each other against each other. We need to stop looking at the other side going, you're wrong, I'm right. No one's wrong, no one's right. Or you can say, no one's wrong, everyone's right. There you go. Yeah. Right? It doesn't matter. Right. What was it? They were talking about, I want to say Buddha, but it might be Confucius. One of them was saying, the way to win in an argument is to look at somebody and say, you're right. Because then everybody feels supported, right? And so this isn't about an argument. This is about just us helping each other find our sovereignty. And that's my soapbox for today.
Awesome. Well, I totally agree with that. And that, like maybe that's our focus today, right? Is like supporting everyone's sovereignty and their freedom to choose, and also their voice in it. Like there's something for me about that, of like people feeling empowered to speak up, whatever their truth is, whatever their path is. And in going back to what I said before about nowhere to go, nothing to do, but everywhere to be, just be, is in Landmark, there's a term, granting being, and it is just like perfect as it is, perfect as it isn't, and nothing to change about that, and really empowering that, like that's your truth. I get that that's your truth.
Guys, I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. Are we ready? I don't mean to cut you off, but energy like flowing. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So welcome, Vicki. I just want to welcome you to the call. So we met Friday night at Victor's, yes?
Yes,
okay.
I remember. Thank you so
much. Thank you for being here. So you missed the explanation. We're just going to jump in, listen in, and we may ask if there's if anybody's seeing anything or anything to add. And the only thing that I would say right before we start is, once we step into this high vibration, to really maintain that until afterwards, when we say it's complete, and then we can share other stuff. But in that heightened state is only expressing things that further that heightened energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
So in the energy of that, let's go ahead and let's tap back in, and let's empower people to have their voice, to have their sovereignty, but also to remove the, there's a word for it, to remove the need to have someone else be wrong.
Right.
Division.
Yes. Oh, so thank you for saying that, because that was the part that I forgot about granting being, is just making everything right. Like I've had a lot of circumstances recently, and I just make it right. I'm like, this is everything is always working out for me. So making everything right, there's definitely a vibration to that. So does somebody want to lead us in?
Well, we can just go ahead and just begin that energy of tapping into our heart and tapping into that inner self, to that higher self. Allowing for the energy to flow.
I am light, I am love, I am joy, I am grateful, I am divine, I am eternal, I am.
And allowing our energy to be encircled by the infinity symbol. Tapping into that crystalline etherical energy, allowing that to flow around us, allowing for the liquid crystal to flow around us and actually permeate our cells, allowing for the golden river to flow around us and in us, the divine energy, the energy of healed, the energy of sovereignty and safety and security, the energy of I am the collective.
In this moment of I am collective, we are inviting in the higher selves, the 3D beings, and the etheric beings of other light workers, healers, energy workers, high vibrational beings that are doing this work at this time. Come be with us now.
I claim my highest resonant timeline and call the highest timeline for the entire collective, and so it is.
And so it is. If you haven't already, invite in your spirit team of highest light and resonance, archangels, ascended masters, star family, star beings, any higher vibrational beings that you work with personally, to come be with us now.
Whatever we do, we have lots of assets standing by to assist. Can't wait to see what it is for today.
Can we tap into the grid, but also tap into just the cells? I really like how we work with the cells, because I think we're all made up of cells. So let's look at the cells of sovereignty, the grid of sovereignty, and just see what we see. What does sovereignty mean here at this very moment in time?
I'm not sure, but as soon as you said tap into the cells, my whole body started to vibrate.
Yeah. I just saw a big liver in front of me. Weird. It's like the toxicity or the filtration or something.
Okay, so that's a good place to start, is liver processes and cleanses, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so and maybe there's some impact
Yeah.
of either vaccine or the virus itself that impacts the liver. So let's are we in agreement that we can start there to
Yeah, I'm feeling the liver and the kidneys, because they kind of run hand in hand. So they're kind of the filtration system. So let's imagine rinsing that filtration system out and just really cleansing it.
From a macro level, I was tapping into Gaia, and what I got was waterways. So I echo the kidneys. So it's a filtration. Today's filtration day.
Okay. So I'm calling in ultraviolet angelic fire, ultraviolet angels assist in the cleansing, purification of liver, kidneys, and having that go out to all waterways on Gaia.
Shelby, it's so fitting that you're here today, because you have this very strong elemental energy, and water just seems to flow around you. And so, I mean, you also have a connection with the plants, but just the water itself. So if you can just imagine just this flowing river, just rinsing everything away. The negative stuff, leaving the positive.
Like, I feel like with the sovereignty, the water, like, I feel like as a way for like the collective to be, if we could all be sovereign, we would all have to flow like water. You might be a rock, but I have to flow right over you. Everybody's going in the same direction together, but we're all flowing in unison with each other, not interrupting each other. You know, like.
And if we think of the molecular structure of water, there's so many cells in the water, and those cells come together to cleanse. And that's what it is, right? It's that unity, but they're sovereign in and of themselves. And so we have this unity, this cleansing, but the energy, the cells choose to stick together. They choose to be there. And so just encouraging that cleansing, but also encouraging the energy of unity.
Yeah, getting
Standing in our sovereign selves. Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting that is actually a conscious place, that the cells, the molecular structure there of the water, actually that there is a consciousness to it that we can feel and tap. Like the water spirit, but also that energetic blueprint of the molecular design of it being a sovereign,
It's an intelligence.
and it's yes.
Water is intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Shelby, I'm going to have you turn it up a notch. Can you do that?
I can. I can try.
Oh no, you got this.
You can.
So I'm introducing into the space the aromatherapy of purification and peace, and purification and protection.
So I want to imagine the rivers. You know how Noah's Ark, at that, when all of that, the flooding happened, it was cleansing the earth. Well, let's do that without the destruction, but just have that waters just flowing. And this be etherical, of course, the etherical energy of waters flowing and cleansing our cells, cleansing that energy of division, of dissonance, of blame, of anything that stands in the way of our sovereignty and of our unity. We're just going to go ahead and just allow it to just be washed away.
Shannon, I think we need to do something to unify the group a little bit. I'm not feeling the tightness within the group quite yet.
Anybody feeling disconnected or not quite connected to the group?
I'm trying to settle in. I feel like if I'm in a seat, it's not quite in the circle, and I'm trying to scoop my chair in to the circle.
Oh, you're good. You're in there. Just if you can just kind of, I always say, look to the right, look to the left.
You're fine.
Conscious connection with everyone, like on either side of you. It just didn't quite feel stable enough to really push the energy in.
Okay, so I'm going to share something right now and we can connect to this. So I just looked up what is the frequency of water. The lowest resonance of the water molecule is 22.235 gigahertz. The frequency is almost 10 times higher than the operating frequency of a microwave oven. Water is highly susceptible to oscillating frequencies. So we're going to tap into that oscillation. The molecules literally change shape depending upon what frequency they're exposed to. These charged molecules form a particular hexagonal crystalline shape. This allows them to form clusters. So that's, to me, let's tap into that hexagonal crystalline shape and allow it to form clusters. And if we want to breathe together, like maybe that's a good way. That's always a good way of unifying our energy. So we're going to start at the base of the spine, at the root chakra. Breathe up. Have it come over the back of your head. Exhale down. Have it come back up. Inhale, back up to the heart. And then breathe it out the heart. So once again, breathing from our base, coming up over our head, back down. So we're also making the infinity symbol, the intersection part. The intersection is our heart. Exhaling back down. Breathing it back up to the heart space. Exhaling through the heart. Are we feeling unified, or one more time?
I
have to
feel
open-
it.
Feels better.
Open the back of the heart.
Yeah. So now we're gonna imagine on the back side of our heart, there are like shutter doors and we're unlatching the shutter and opening the shutter, and that energy is now able to flood out and flow freely from the front and back of our heart center and surrounding us in a sphere of unconditional love, source energy, grace, power, compassion, delight, ease, unity. It is in this space that the I am is present.
Shelby, I'm just going to say this. Do whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Don't worry about your positioning. If you need to lay down, if you whatever, just do what makes you feel most comfortable. And that will help your flow.
That's reaffirming what my guides were kind of telling me, because all this talk about water, I realized I was thirsty. But I noticed everybody else is sitting still with their eyes closed, yet I'm going to go get this glass of water I need.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just be comfortable. You'll see us moving around too.
Okay, so I'm back to this oscillating frequencies. What does that look like? What do people see in this oscillating frequency?
I'm seeing almost like the waves, you know, how it goes
Mhm.
in, you know, the little square thing that they used to have for the wave. It would just go like this. That's what I'm seeing, is that wave. And it is creating that infinity symbol, but it's waving back and forth.
So I'm feeling like the hexagonal crystalline shape somehow it needs to be put into the grid. It's almost like the honeycomb, like how I see it is like the honeycomb. That was one of the tools,
Just
by the
thinking
way.
that.
Yeah. So the honeycomb is one of the tools. So maybe I don't know.
Sound therapy is good for water. Like resonating on a nice positive sound makes water change into good ways.
Mm,
I don't know if anyone has any like those chin gongs or whatever they're called, those little bells or whatever.
I only have my my sound bowl, but it's not a water frequency. But let me see what I can find. Hang on.
I have a bowl that makes vibrations, like a big brass sound bowl. I could put some water in it. Some of my water.
There you go.
Let's
Yeah,
try
that
it.
would be great.
We've never done that. That sounds awesome.
This singing bowl is very deep and it's not loud. It's just a vibration. So
Awesome.
Okay. We can pick up on it though.
make sure this is enough water.
I have a vibration going through me. Does anyone else?
Yep.
Hear it.
It's hitting me in the heart chakra.
Yeah.
So let's just intend that the vibration is when Shelby introduces it into the space, it is for the collective and we are all receiving.
Oh, it is.
So I'm imagining my body is like a Bluetooth speaker, like it's a cylinder and the vibration is going through my whole body when it hits.
While this vibration is still happening, let's continue to keep the flow of water because the flow stopped.
Mhm.
The cleanse, we need to cleanse that heavy energy, cleanse that dissonance, the fear, the disruption, the division.
Okay, so I found a good water vibration on YouTube. It's 528 hertz. There's a water tuner designed to cleanse and purify. So I'm just kind of doing it underneath.
Nice.
And the image is that hexagonal.
Eh. No coincidences.
If you haven't yet already, please activate your liquid crystal and allow it to flow within and throughout your body. And with each out breath, focus with intention on the cells, on the waterways.
I'm actually seeing myself sitting and floating over what looks like clouds, mountain, and snow.
I saw myself playing with my inner child in the ocean.
Mhm.
So it's weird that we're seeing these kinds of images.
Anybody else getting a different place?
I've been pulled to that image that I've shared before of where I tap into liquid crystal, where it's like this pool of
Mhm.
water, not water. And I'm activating that, stirring that up, and it is being sent out. I'm also really present for some reason right now, and maybe because I did it yesterday, that Lemurian blue crystal healing transmission of, Lemurian energy, which is very connected to water, obviously. And so I'm inviting them in now if they're not already here. You kind of sense that they're here, and I kind of sense that that's where
You have
this
a huge
pool is.
contingent.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said. But I'm turning up the notch on that. There's something about that specific, the blue crystals. So I'm infusing the liquid crystal as this blue Lemurian Atlantis energy.
Well, you've done it totally inside a blue crystal right now.
Nice.
Sapphires. Oh, so pretty.
Ooh.
Getting a lot of images of dolphins, and I'm hearing whale calls, like a lot of stuff with the ocean for me.
Beautiful. So when I call my people in, I do a triangulation between New Lemuria, so the Lemurian energy, with the Galactic Federation. They can amplify everything we're doing, and then we bounce it off. There's a Pleiadian ship I'm connected with, and so the Pleiadians amplify and maximize everything, and so we triangulate everything that we're doing, and so they grab my frequency. So when I'm tuned in with you guys, it just takes the entire group, and then we just are amplifying it. So I'm positioned above the grid and flowing the liquid crystal all around the grid. So I like how everyone's taking a different vantage point. And
I'm seeing very much like almost like a whirlpool. It's going down, not up. Like it's like this sucking it down.
I saw a whirlpool earlier.
Like a wormhole.
Yeah, something.
it's connecting between, it's that triangulation.
And
There's
I
also-
see a big golden, like bright light triangle too. So right when you said that, I was like, oh my God, I'm there. I'm so excited.
So who's connected to the lava or fire aspect?
That could be me.
Because I'm seeing lava, but it's not me. Like I'm actually, like I said, I'm hyper aware of every single person here. So I'm like connecting to, I saw lava. And I'm also seeing the jungle. Who's connected to the jungle?
That's me. That's
Okay,
me.
good.
I just came from there.
Can
Many
you go
months.
back there?
Okay. We can be near Kalalea on the island of Kauai.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the lava for me is like always fire is one of my elements, and that is one of the forms that the liquid crystal takes.
Yeah, Mother Pele is in my head right now.
Ooh, hello. Wow, yeah, goosebumps all over on that one, Jennifer.
Yeah, me too. Just don't make her mad. That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah.
She's here to help. She's not mad.
Okay.
Help with us anyway.
I'm feeling the grid connecting from the island chain from Kauai through each island, through Pele, up through the waterways, up to connect here to this grid that we are on, where we are here on Seattle land, but it is actually the same grid and was the same grid in Lemurian times.
Yes.
I have chills.
So I just asked the Galactic Federation to connect all volcanic pathways, and they already had done that. So they're connecting all of that with the waterways to create flow. You should feel that it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Don't forget to breathe.
Mhm.
So I'm now turning this whirlpool upwards. So it is now coming from the grid of the earth, from the waterways, coming up collectively without damage or harm to anyone involved. And it is now accessing, infiltrating, spreading within the grid that we've created above the earth. It is empowering the grid, and it is also anything that is not of higher vibration will be diffused, let go, released, and sent to source.
While the grid is being taken care of, we can also focus our energy on the population, people themselves. Give them that empowerment, give them that feeling of sovereignty, and also give them that feeling of they can be sovereign and unified with other people. Releasing the need to be right, releasing that energy of wrong, releasing the fear, and allowing that to go be sucked up into the vacuum.
Wow. So much energy. Wow. I am now sending into the field, the I Am Collective, the aromatherapy essence vibration of forgive.
Nice.
Just want to go ahead and put in there too. I just want to give the feeling, because some people may not have it in this population, what it feels like to truly be sovereign, to be truly be empowered, to truly be safe, and to truly be unified with other people while still maintaining your sovereignty. Just to give you that feeling of what it feels like.
Can we also infuse into the people the innate knowledge of who they really are, who they came here to be?
Amen. Oh.
Thank you for doing this work that you're doing right now, Vicky. You are doing this for all, so you know what you're cleansing, clearing, feeling, expressing is for the collective. We're all benefiting from this.
For saying that. Thank you for saying that.
And guess what? Your tears are water. So it's beautiful symbolism. So please, everybody, continue to release and flow. I just want to read that. Can you guys feel that? Woo!
Yeah, it's a whole lot of energy.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Anybody else feeling the energy of loneliness with the population?
Grief.
Yeah, but it also feels like isolation, loneliness.
So I'm now putting into the grid, putting into the population, putting into the cellular level, the experience of being held, the experience of being connected.
Yeah. That's what people need. Right there.
Being surrounded and seen, heard, and valued by love.
Mm-hmm.
I am safe. I am okay. I am safe.
safe, held. I am
I am
seen,
held.
safe. I am held. I am seen. I am safe. I am held. Love. I am seen. I am safe. Held in love. I am
I
seen.
am light. I am love.
I am safe. I
I
am
am
love.
joy.
I am
I am
love.
faith.
Light. I am love.
I'm
I am
healthy.
divine. I am healthy.
I am seen. I am safe.
I am healed.
I am
healed.
Pure.
I am
pure.
pure. I am radiant.
Radiant.
I am filled with divine light.
Safe. I am safe and sound. I am fine. Light and love. I am sovereign light and love. I
Yes.
vibrate
Yes.
divine, vibrating with the light and the love of the everlasting love that never ends. The love that never ends. I am love and light and sound that never ends. I am everlasting light that never ends.
I am
So it
spirit.
is.
I am source. I am always divinely protected and directed.
Always divinely protected. I will always, I am light and love that will always be protected. I am light and love that will always be protected.
And so it is.
So mote it be.
So it is. As I feel my feet on the ground and my body sitting on this hard concrete, I know that I'm more than what I feel, that I am higher vibrational being in this body. Light and love that never ends. I am source creation that will never end. I am that I am.
Feel the infinity going through you, connecting you to source and to Mother Earth. Constantly cleansing as it moves in and out of you, up through you, down through you, up through you, constantly cleansing.
On behalf of the collective, I embody optimum health and well-being multidimensionally for all time, space, distance, and reality.
Raising the vibration of ourselves so that no negative things can survive there.
Can you rephrase that, please, without the no?
Okay.
Only
Infusing.
that, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Only that which is a
infuse-
vibrational match to high vibration,
Yes.
light, energy, source, power, has access to where we are.
Yes. Constantly healing, moving through us, removing anything negative, anything that doesn't fit our highest energy. Removing it, sending it to the light with love, replacing it with knowing and with sovereignty and with peace.
So if you simply take one cell of water and impose the word love over it, we've all seen that, right? And then multiply it, multiply it, multiply it.
So I'm going to switch the word impose to activate.
Activate, sure, activate. I just wanted to place it upon it.
Yep. So we're
Thank you.
activating this one cell.
And then flow the liquid crystal through the cell. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
You feel that, you guys? Whew.
Yeah. I'm doing my liver and my kidneys right now.
Beautiful. Yeah, and work within your own body and then just simply amplify that through all the systems we have in place. Use your body. We have a meat suit for a reason. And allow those emotions to flow. Beautiful, Vicky. John, can you add the 528 hertz from the position of the ship? Okay, thanks. If you can crank that up if you
So the 528 hertz is what's playing, by the way, Sandy, of this tone.
Oh,
Your
you know,
tone.
I had that from the beginning too. I was just
Yeah.
asking John on the ship to just crank.
So I'm getting, because I work with light and the great central sun, the element of hydrogen in H2O. And so I'm that's being reinforced and combining. So it is this kind of oscillating hydrogen oxygen dance.
It's very healthy for you.
Yeah.
That combination is very healthy for the human body.
I can feel the 528 frequency. I can feel the vibration.
Mm.
I'm feeling like maybe we need to push out the energy onto the people that are not feeling good.
So we might, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, instead of push, what I'm seeing is like a washing over, like a bathing, like almost like a baptism.
Okay.
Like you can ask the angelic realm, the company of heaven, to assist us in washing this energy over the populations, very much like a baptism.
So
Okay.
I relate to it like a watering can, like we're watering these seeds of love and joy and peace and acceptance and freedom to be and sovereignty and compassion, forgiveness. So it is a watering can. To me, the water that I'm pouring over the entire grid, over the earth, and is of a green light. So it is very much Kuan Yin, unconditional love, Mother Mary, heart chakra. So I'm pouring this, and at the same time, empowering liquid crystal in the form of this green liquid to intuitively go where it needs to go, where it's needed, where it's wanted, where people are open to accepting and receiving this healing energy now. So go.
I'm getting a lot of that lavender or indigo.
Yeah.
Too.
That's the ultraviolet angels.
Okay.
So that's the cleansing, purification part of it.
And as the waterways are cleared in every body of water, well, guess what? We all drink water. So we'll be intaking the higher vibration water.
I think we also have to remember that, and we had said it before, and we had focused on the hydrogen, but the oxygen is essential for every living being in this earth.
The combination.
Yeah. But what I'm doing is I'm actually gonna I want to focus on the oxygen just for a second,
For sure.
because we breathe that in, we take it into our bodies, and that oxygen is not only taken into our bodies but taken into every single plant, every single living thing in this earth.
Yes.
And so allowing for that oxygen to be completely clean, to be infused with that etherical crystalline energy. So as we breathe it in, we actually infuse each and every one of our cells.
Oh, yes.
I see all this white now, Shannon, when you're saying that.
Yes.
Purity, I guess.
Calling on the partnership of our tree relations, our plant relations now, to transmute any carbon monoxide, oxygen. And partnering with us now, knowing that they're getting the water that they need, that they're getting the food that they need. They are fed.
I'm spiraling again. It's funny. I'm getting that motion of you and your
Merkaba? No.
that this like, motion where you're going around where you twist. I don't know what that thing is called that you go around and do with people.
Oh, the slinky.
The slinky.
Okay. I can bring that in.
Anybody else feeling the calming of the energy? Almost
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're actually nearing completion.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Just wave after wave after wave after wave.
I'm getting a lot of color changes from that indigo to different shades of blue and light blue, darker blues, but all intermingling in like blues I've never seen before.
Beautiful.
Lock it in.
Yeah,
Okay, repeat.
I was just getting lock it in as well. So anchor. Let's anchor what we did, what we're doing. Anybody feel compelled to actually articulate that, anchoring in?
For me, it's just feeling it literally in every cell of my body, every ounce
Me
of my
too.
being. And then the connection, feeling the connection. I've got Metatron blaring a nice shout. There's a lot going on. There's a lot.
Trumpet, I hear a sound of a trumpet.
Nice.
I see some grapes. I don't know.
Somewhat grapes.
Grapes.
Does anybody have any messages from any of our partners in the upper realms? Everybody's working hard.
Yeah.
Shannon, I don't know if you hear anything from your people. They're not people,
Not at the
but
moment. They're actually just sitting in the energy with us.
Mhm.
beautiful.
All I keep hearing is keep it clear, keep it clear.
Yep.
So I'm getting for us is to salt bath, something like that. To with every glass of water that we drink, connect to that energy that we're putting that in our body. It's going outwards. Every body of water that we engage with live, that we connect, we express gratitude. There's a reverence for it. There's like something that's like a reverence is the word.
Yes, it's holiness, a sense of a very sacred and profound, sacred, higher than, and becoming more solid. Something about the connection of the energy coming into the 3D in a sacred and sovereign, sacred way, to be seen as holy.
To be seen as we came here as, to be as in the image of God. Since that's we are like we're the creatures of God.
Like water's our ancestor, like one of our
Yeah.
oldest ancestors.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
it's free flowing. You put it in the cup, it forms to the cup, but it can go in any shape or form, and that's our sovereignty. And we can't be put in one shape and be expected to stay in that shape. We can free form and flow, and that's our right, And
Beautiful.
that's our sovereignty.
Amen.
I love that.
Water is life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's our freedom to flow with that and change our own shape at will, that we can be shapeshifters and that energy can support us. So we are not locked into anyone else's ideas of what we are made of, but to be free
Yes.
flowing in that way, always with our own connection, connect to source completely.
Yes.
Which is sovereignty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Back full circle, Vicky.
Yeah. I love it.
We all get to flow back to the one, we all get to flow back to where we're all connected in that huge body of water together, but we can't be separate in a cup on our own. We're just dying to get back into the flow, to the stream of the whole flow where everybody's connected together. But if we try to put ourselves in a cup, this is not changing, this is not
Yeah.
free flowing. That's not natural. That's like stagnancy. And we need to reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to burp, so I think that's always like a good confirmation.
Yeah. We're
Yeah, I think so I just want to thank all, because I had the experience today for the first time, really, of our partners around the world met us in the grid today.
Yes.
Like there was something about today that felt different. Like I've had like hints of it, but I felt our partners meeting us today, and in the space of the I Am Collective. And so I want to thank all those that showed up today to partner in this healing, in this infusing of the waters, of this activation of the waters, this cleansing, purifying, clearing, empowering, healing, and all angels, archangels, ascended masters, star team, star family, any higher vibrational being, Lemurians, Galactic Federation, Palladian ship that is here with us always.
Mother
Thank you,
Pele.
thank you. Thank you.
Mother Pele,
Mother
Kalale.
Pele, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, thank you all, thank you all, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so blessed, and grateful to partner with you in this, and to help further this mission. That's not the right word, but help further this timeline, this new Earth expansion for all involved. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
and they're saying thank you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really
12,
nice.
12.
Of course it is.
Of course, yeah. That was a
Awesome.
great session.
Yeah. So it's very different every time, Shelby and Vicky, like but it's always like this, where it's something that it's huge, and
Yes.
we never quite know when we enter into it where we're going to go. And just a brief sentence about the liquid crystal, and then I'll send you some information directly about liquid crystal. Is that's something that was introduced to us about a year ago, like August of last year, and we've started to use it here. It is all crystals and no crystals, so it is everything, nothing. So when you were seeing it, Vicky, changing color, like that's liquid crystal. It has all the qualities and properties of crystal, and it can be very like laser-like, and okay, let me stop that. It can be very laser-like and focused. It can also be really diffused, like mist or cloud. And it can be lava-like, or it can be liquid, more thinner. It can be viscous. It can be so. So that is now that you've been introduced to it, it is now a tool that is available to you, and I will send you more information on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift. This
Wow.
liquid crystal, yeah.
And
I always
then-
imagine myself diving into it.
Mhm.
And it just goes over my whole body, and it's just in all my cells and everything.
Nice. Beautiful. You guys should all be feeling pretty good right about now.
Yeah. I'm blissing out.
Did we all bring ourselves, like finish, like collect everything back so we're not open to the collective, like Shannon was saying?
Yeah, please pull your energy back in. I do work like this every day, so whew, lots of different objectives going on. Lots of different objectives. That was good.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway that I have, especially for the new people, is first of all, you're never alone, right? And don't be afraid to call on the support, because nobody's going to save us, right? We're the ones down here doing the work. So make sure with every thought, with everything that you do, you know, claim your I am presence and all of your multidimensional selves, and then all of your relationships, whether it's with the archangels, the angelic realm. I have ties with the Galactic Federation, Galactic Councils, you know, different places. So wherever your people are, wherever you're pull that in, and that's part of your sovereignty, is that we're all down here doing the work. So you're never alone. So you might as well call them in. And your teams and all that good stuff. But I'm just saying, when you pull everything in, that's when you can really maximize and leverage and ask for that leveraging. Ask whatever you're doing to be catapulted out. Add item, because we really are that powerful. And I think that's part of the whole sovereignty thing, because you're down here for a reason.
Sorry. Don't forget your inner child.
And your inner child, absolutely. Yeah. So when I call everybody in, it's like
I just want the new people to know that, because I didn't know that at the beginning.
Yeah. And I was that had the image of swimming in your inner child. That was beautiful, right?
Yeah. I went to an inner child workshop yesterday, and she's going to join us for one of the calls. So she led the whole thing. Oh, it was so beautiful. And I have these Bach remedy essences that I bought, and this one is be decisive. So I'm gonna take the essence of choice and decision, actually choice, the power to choose for the collective right now.
Thanks.
There we go.
Oh, thank you so much for that explanation of the calling in of the guides and that energy to feel that, because I am going through something very much alone. I've been feeling alone, especially the past couple of days here, and only being in Seattle a short time, and trying to harness what my situation and feeling really lost. But this energy came in very, very strongly right as you were speaking that.
Beautiful.
I don't on your ponytail. I don't know your name. Beautiful.
Sandy.
As
Sandy or Shannon?
Yeah, which one?
Sandy.
Shannon.
Sandy.
Sandy and Sandy.
Okay.
Shannon's in the blue shirt with the angel wings.
Okay.
And Sandy is
Ponytail with
the
the
ponytail
flash.
high up.
Okay, great. But I felt that so much. I just want to thank you for reminding me that I can claim that and ask, and by my words connect their energy to come and envelop me, and feel so supported now, even though I perceive that I'm alone. But that energy was really supporting me right then as you were speaking it, and so I know it is with me. So I thank you for speaking it.
Vicky, what were you doing in the jungle?
Oh, I've been living on Kauai for about a year, and I had one other partner with me, and him and I have been at one specific spot on the island and doing grid work and doing sacred names of God and toning different tones. But I have been trying to connect my energy body with the land there, and I felt that connection is what almost catapulted me here. And I'm coming to terms with how how that Kauaian energy still is working with me and through me, and why, kind of. But it very much, I feel the ancestors there are in the mountains, and I had their blessing when I left, so I know it has something to do with that energy, like this a very ancient Lemurian timeline.
When you cried, that was you crying, right?
Yeah.
When you cried, I could feel like the same way I felt when I did ceremony with Bufo Alvarius. And it's the whole feeling of the ceremony would take more than just a sentence to describe. But anyway, it was like the whole time I just cried, and the whole time I just wept. And like, it felt like that same, because it's like, and it just felt really primal, that crying. It comes from like that deep, like, and like that loneliness, like that we all feel as humans. Like that's the nature wants us to let go of that, because nature is like reminding us we're all connected.
Yeah.
And like when I did the Bufo, it it's like a little death, and it really, I just could feel that. I just shook my head the whole time, like, this isn't right. And I cried for that illusion of separateness, that illusion I'm disconnected from my planet and my mother. Yeah. And it's that I cried and I wept for that it was simply just a dream, that I thought I was out of my mother's womb the whole time, but that's why it's so sad, because it's not real. Yeah. It's sad sometimes, but I cried and I wept for that. And like when you cried and you wept, that's what I felt. And I felt that space there with like Mother Nature, and I just want to cry for that all the time, because it would keep me remembering that this isn't real, that I'm separate. This is just the form that I'm in right now, But I think it's good to cry for that and weep for that, because like she said, right as soon as you started crying, it was right after, it was a whirlpool where it's sucking in, but then it turned out no, it's actually reversed that. And as soon as that reversed, I imagine it like the water would be spouting out, but that's when you started crying, and just releasing that.
Awesome.
But yeah, I felt you when you were crying.
So I did as well, and I just want to interject, because we want to be mindful of people's time as well. We look to keep this at about an hour. Sometimes we go a little over. Is that anything that we experience here in this group, and under the declaration of we are the I Am collective, so we are the I Am presence, that's why I said that to you, is that your release that you were experiencing was for everybody, for all of us here and beyond, right? Like that's the intention of this group.
Yes.
Amen.
And along those lines, we have, I just want to let you guys know, we will continue this Thursday, 5:55, if you want to come back. And then if you want to join the Facebook group, we have
I was going to add them. Yeah.
Yeah, the collective consciousness come together. It's the love frequency of the collective, something like that. So it's collective consciousness. I can never remember the entire.
I'll invite them, because it's collective creation.
Oh yes.
Love frequency collaborative.
I'm still in the clouds. So I just want to thank each and every one of you. I am going to have to go too, but I want to thank each and every one of you for honoring the energy and being here with us. And hopefully we'll see you guys Thursday at 5:55.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. It was great.
Bye, everybody.
Nice meeting
Bye.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.